Baal, a prominent deity in ancient Near Eastern religions, represented fertility, storms, and kingship. The term Baal meant lord, or master. It was often a title for various local gods, but most commonly referred to the storm god Hadad, particularly among Canaanites and Phoenicians. In ancient Israel, Baal worship caused religious conflict. Documented in the Hebrew Bible, this idolatry led to the decline of Israelite kingdoms. It resulted in divine judgments, the fall of northern Israel to Assyria in 722 BC and southern Judah to Babylon in 586 BCE. These events are framed as the end of Israel due to persistent Baal worship. Biblical prophecies link idolatry to end times judgments. However, these prophecies emphasize restoration rather than permanent annihilation, offering hope beyond judgment. Modern fringe theories connect Baal to contemporary Israel, alleging Baal-like practices. These lack historical substantiation. This report uses biblical texts, archaeology, and scholarly analyses for a balanced overview. From religious, historical, and critical perspectives, Baal derives from the Semitic root Baale, meaning lord, owner, or husband. It was a title, not always a proper name. Ugaritic texts equate Baal with Hadad, god of thunder, rain, and fertility. Regional variants include Baal-Haman in Carthage and Baal-Berith in Shechem. In Canaanite mythology, Baal defeats chaos and death, symbolizing the seasonal cycle of rain and drought. He is often depicted with a bull. Worship practices focused on agricultural fertility, including offerings, sacred prostitution, and possibly child sacrifice in extreme forms. Archaeological finds from sites like Hazor and Megiddo confirm Baal's widespread cult. His worship spread from Mesopotamia to Egypt. In Levant, it was the dominant religion when Israelites entered Canaan, leading to syncretism, blending with Yahweh. The Hebrew Bible depicts Baal as the chief rival to Yahweh, with Israelite adoption of Baal worship as spiritual adultery. After Joshua's conquest, Israelites intermarried with Canaanites and adopted local gods. They forsook the Lord and served Baal and the Ashtoreth. This led to cycles of oppression, repentance, and deliverance by judges. Gideon destroyed his father's Baal altar. Under Saul and David, idolatry was suppressed, but Samuel urged Israel to abandon Baals and Ashtoreth. The division of kingdoms under Jeroboam saw northern Israel setting up golden calves, paving the way for Baal worship. Baal worship peaked under Ahab and Jezebel. Jezebel imported Baal worship, sponsoring 450 prophets. Elijah's confrontation on Mount Carmel proved Yahweh's superiority. Kings like Manasseh later erected Baal altars in Judah. Baal's association with rain and fertility appealed in an agrarian society. Political alliances and cultural assimilation fueled it. The Bible explicitly ties Baal worship to the destruction of Israelite kingdoms, viewing it as covenant violation, provoking Yahweh's wrath. Prophets like Hosea condemned Israel as a harlot for Baal worship. God declared idolatry as the reason for Assyrian conquest. This end scattered the 10 northern tribes, often called the Lost Tribes. Judah faced similar warnings. Despite reforms, idolatry persisted in southern Judah. Prophets like Jeremiah warned of doom, mentioning child sacrifice to Baal. The Babylonian exile is attributed to forsaking Yahweh for Baals. Archaeology supports syncretism, like Yahweh with Assyria. Biblical prophecies link Baal idolatry to judgments, but promise restoration, like Hosea 2:16-23, where Israel rejects Baal. No prophecy predicts a final end tied to Baal. Instead, end times focus on Israel's redemption, as in Ezekiel 36-37. The Baal Peorah incident is referenced as a warning in Revelation 2:14, showing its lasting theological significance. Modern links are largely speculative, often from Christian evangelical, conspiracy, or anti-Semitic circles. Some equate penal substitution to modern Baal worship, arguing it mirrors pagan sacrifice to appease angry gods. Conspiracy theories tie Baal to Jeffrey Epstein or allege Balak child sacrifice in modern Israel. Unsubstantiated claims, evangelical views. See Baal's influence in abortion, immorality, or environmentalism. as creation worship. Replicas of Allah's arch are interpreted by some as prophetic signs. Mainstream scholars dismiss these as cultural artifacts. These theories represent biased viewpoints and lack empirical support, often politically motivated. Baal's link to the end of Israel is historical and biblical. Persistent worship led to the fall of ancient kingdoms. This narrative underscores monotheism's triumph in Judaism. Prophecies extend this to warnings of judgment, but promise renewal. Modern theories are speculative and often politically motivated, failing to substantiate direct connections to contemporary Israel. For a fuller understanding, consult primary sources like Ugaritic texts or the Bible, alongside balanced scholarship.